even as new landowners with multiple offers to tear the restaurant down and to build condominiums, to cash in and to end it, we looked ourselves in the eyes and we said, our gift has been this place. The only thing we know how to do is hospitality, and we want to stay. And not only do we want to stay, but we want to do it right. We want to do it better than we've ever done it. And that is our promise. It's a promise to commitment. It's a promise to this city. It's a promise to welcoming you in through our doors for as long as we can, as well as we know how to. That's why we invite Mom along. The most important and first introduction I'd like to make today is of the man on my left, my younger brother, who was just, by the way, married, beautiful bride. And many of you met him a couple years ago when he came back to the company from the Air Force. He came back as the head of this restaurant's Department of Adventure. Today he is the president of Canlis Restaurant. And I thought it would be appropriate, I asked him, you told me you were going to share a little bit about where we come and where we're going.
Yeah, you know, a lot has evolved in the last 58 years since my grandfather started this place. We're sitting in his home. Now it's a dining room. He lived upstairs and he worked downstairs. This was it. 58 years. But I'd love to just condense that, just talk about the last 3. What's been happening just in the last few years since I've been here and since Mark's been here. We feel like this restaurant has so much potential. And we're just starting to get the hang of it. We're just starting to realize how great it can be. In the last kind of 36 months, we've invested a lot in pastry, a new pastry chef, and rebuilt our pastry station. We've changed a whole reinvention of the bar with a new head barman who's just awesome. We've completely changed the way we do service. We've now, 3 of the last 5 years, been nominated for the James Beard Best Service in the Country Award, and maybe we'll get it in another 3 tries or longer. But that's exciting with our new service director. We remodeled this restaurant kind of over and over and over again. Last year we did it. We're doing it some next year with kitchens. We did it the year before with remaking everything you touch and feel, make sure it's current and beautiful. And now we have another evolution, this time in the world of food. When I came back as the Department of Adventure head, part of my job was really to travel and to get ideas and see what was out there in the world. And on one of those trips, I was in New York City, where we both went to school, and I met someone very special. And I tasted his food and his chefs, and I was blown away. And with much excitement and much anticipation, I would love to introduce to you the new executive chef of Canlis Restaurant. He is currently the executive sous chef of 11 Madison Park in New York City. And starting December 1st, Chef Jason Franey will be the executive chef of Canlis Restaurant. First of all, I would say hello. That was perfect. Welcome and thank you. I don't really do press conferences too much. I usually speak with my hands, so bear with me. So I said thank you. Just want to give you a brief just history of myself. I've been cooking for about 15 years. I started off my culinary career at 15 years old. By the time I was 16, I knew I wanted to be a chef. I told my mom, like, that's what I want to do. I just knew it. I spent a lot of my time at the beginning of my career at the Breakers Hotel. It's in Palm Beach, Florida. It's very well known in South Florida. That's where I really learned my roots in cooking. You know, like my solid foundation. When I was 24 years old, I moved to San Francisco, where I worked for Laurent Manrique for about 8 months. It was a very short stint, and he accepted a job for Aqua Corporation, which is very well known in San Francisco.
To replace him was a very young chef, very talented chef, and he's like a brother to me, Daniel, whom intrigued me very, very much so. So I worked for him for about...
Is it whom or hum?
It's whom. Well, in California it was hum, and in New York it's whom. And I asked him why he changed it to whom. He's like, well, I just thought that's the way Americans said it, hum. So now it's whom, I guess. But no offense, Daniel, if you're watching. So where was I? Okay, cooking fish for Daniel Hum. Cooked fish for him for about 1 year, and immediately got brought up as sous chef. The following summer, we got 4 stars in the New York, San Francisco Chronicle, which is a pretty big deal for us. Which was only shortly lasted because 3 months later, Danny Meyer offered him a job in New York, and he asked me to go with him. So obviously, I accepted. Go cook in New York, hang out with the big fish for a little while. So it's been 3 years. We've achieved January 2007. We got 3 stars in the New York Times, which is a huge deal, and numerous other awards. One that I can't say right now, but it's very important to me and the whole staff. But you'll know shortly about that. But now to the present, to the future. I'm very excited to be part of the Canlis family, which made me feel very comfortable with this transition. I'm grateful for that. Mr. Canlis, Mrs. C, they're awesome people. This restaurant just has such an awesome culture, and I definitely want to be a part of it. And not to take away the integrity or the foundation of this iconic restaurant. That's not what I'm here to do. And I do not want you to think new chef, new restaurant. I want you to think new chef, more Canlis. Any questions? I'm good at this press conference stuff.
Brian and I are thrilled. This has been
Awesome,
How old are you? You're 30.
31.
He's the same age as Brian.
He's the same age as Brian. At 31, we feel there's no more talented cook to lead us in the future.
And we looked.
And we feel that there's no more qualified human, individual, person, 31-year-old chef, to be a part of who we are and what we're doing here. And so we're exceptionally excited, and boy does it feel good to have this secret out, because it's a long time keeping it, and hard to keep it. It is, just as a point of clarification, I believe it was on, today is Thursday, Tuesday night, that you and the family spent some time in the cache,
Yeah.
officially accepted the offer. Jace will not become the executive chef at Canlis until he moves to Seattle. That'll be effective December 1st. And until then, we're honored to have Aaron Wright continue his reign here. He's going on 8 years here at Canlis. And then he'll be heading down to his home state where he's been wanting to move for some time.